Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. My name is Dave Juskow. I'm here with Mike Suarez, as we always are, on every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Today being the 9th of April, 2024, and an absolute beautiful day in New York City. It is like 75 degrees here, and yesterday it was in the 40s, and I think tomorrow it'll be in the 40s, but my goodness, what a solar eclipse will bring temperature-wise. Let's have one of those every month or so to get a nice day like this. In fact, this is like one of those crappy days because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go out without a coat, and it was cold in the morning, and now it's 75. I mean, that's insane. I thought it was only like going to be. I mean, I knew it was going to be 70, but 75 at 6 o'clock at night is really weird, but I know it's going down today anyway. You have to talk about the weather because it's insane. But this is the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. We do this show to promote the Comedy Cellar. If you were to come to the place right behind me, as Mike and I were there actually last year, you can actually see our window up on top there. That's where we usually do this podcast live for you, as we did last week with our big marathon episode. I just can't believe Marcy just came in late. I have had just about enough. She is 2 minutes late. Anyway, we if you were there tonight, you would be able to see Modi, who's doing two, I think, tapings today at the Village Underground at 5 and at 7:02. And normally our friend Alon Altman would be opening for him, but he is away, so he couldn't have the major opportunity. That's a sellout show for the Modi crowd, if you know who he is. And also Alex Edelman will be performing at the Regular Club this evening. He just fresh off his Broadway show, his Broadway one-man show. So that is exciting. And if you were in Las Vegas, where we also have a club at the hotel, the Rio Hotel, you can see Daniel Simonson. And I couldn't even believe this, Dennis Regan. That's Brian Regan's brother. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen him in 30 years. I didn't even know he was still doing comedy. It's exciting that he's still around. Were you going to say something?
I said,
Oh, you know him?
I know of him. I never met him.
I haven't seen him in so long. His phone number used to be wax cunt. Oops. I just remember that's what it was. It was whatever those digits were. I'm sure he doesn't have that anymore. It was a landline, so I think we're okay. But yeah, Dennis Regan. Boy, that's awesome. He was a great guy. He's still alive, so everything's okay. Yeah, so that's what's happening. I hope everybody. I watched last week's show the next day. I could not believe how long it was. Yeah, right. Marcia, you got a lot of excuses. Wow.
She would have come back. But she was in a basement because of tornadoes.
There were no tornadoes. She's just full of shit. So then I talked to her, and then she said, "Yeah, I was in the basement with my family." And I'm like, "What were you guys doing?" Like watching TV. And I'm like, "You couldn't have your phone watching this and your other two people watching the TV." I mean, the excuses are awful. I'm going to let it go. This one time, I'm going to let you ask me about my business. Anyway, it's great to see you. It's good to be home, actually. I've been out every night this week, and I just couldn't take another night out. I'm very sleepy, but I'm having a good time. I obviously love doing the show, but I am a little hot, it's like almost air conditioning time, and I'm not ready. Did everybody, Mike, you must have seen a full eclipse yesterday being in Texas.
It was overcast.
It was?
Yeah.
So where's the footage where I saw everybody having the full eclipse?
The video footage I saw was in Eagle Pass, which is
Mike,
to hear.
Nick just asked if we sent the link.
I'll send it again.
Did. He's so stupid. He's not here, is he?
No.
That's why I kept my phone on, just in case. We're having Nick Griffin is joining us this evening, and eventually we haven't seen him in a while. So you didn't see it at all? You saw nothing?
I mean, I saw it go dark and then light again. But I didn't have glasses. I didn't look at I didn't want to look up. But it was overcast anyway. And the full gray sky. Apparently, you could have looked up and it would have been fine. But I'm okay.
These were my glasses.
Oh wow! You look like you're a gang from Back to the Future 2.
That would be Billy Zane, right?
George
thinks he's going to drown. Well, I'll tell you, I saw the Eclipse. It was, I mean, although it wasn't overrated because there's something about. Well, we have a bunch of pictures today from what happened in the city yesterday, but there's something about when you get the glass, you get excited. Now, of course, the total, I like to call it total penetration, but the totality of it all, that's not the correct usage, but I like saying that. Mike, do you have any, if you go to the sites and say, I was going to write you this today, Eclipse time lapse, there's some real fun stuff from like where it gets dark, and then light again. Could you play those videos? It's really cool.
Oh, and our guest is here.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Nick. It's been a long time, a very, very long time.
I feel like we said hi about a week ago.
Yes, we did.
Right.
But I just really haven't seen you in a long time, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either. We belong.
He's 2 weeks late, and I don't like it. That's Gazzo from Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that guy's 2 weeks late? I don't like it. Yeah, but I was thinking, if I break his thumb, then he's not gonna be able to work. Rock, will you let me do the thinking? All right.
That's one of my favorite movies. Obviously, a flawless movie, and it's certainly something that I.
You never had any luck. Maybe this time luck is looking your way.
What about the couch? What about the couch monologue?
Oh, when he's sitting on the couch, right? Well, I thought he was on the bed, but I guess it's a couch, right?
Well, it's a nice couch. I don't know.
If I could just, make it through. If I could just make 15 rounds, I mean, it'd be unbelievable. Yeah. Here's what I was doing yesterday. I was like, somebody said, like, I'm 51 years old or something. I go, you sound like that guy. You sound like Rocky's manager. Like, well, what do you want? I'm 76 years old. I can't. I didn't have a manager. If I had a manager, what? You didn't. When I didn't know long, you didn't. I asked you for help about 10 years ago. You didn't help me. Well, why did you just ask me? I'm 76 years old. They make good soup. Yeah, I love every bit of that movie. And then my favorite part in Rocky 2 is, which isn't great, but I like when the Gaza goes back into the ring. And then he looks at him in the poster. He goes, "Remember that guy?" That's the best line.
Right.
Hey, Father, I was wondering if you could just throw down a prayer, real quick, That, and also in Rocky 1 where he's walking that girl home, and he's just talking so loud when they're going through that little playground park or driveway.
The young girl who ends up being, everyone thinks he's a whore.
Yeah, fuck you, Rocky. Yeah, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, what am I giving out advice for? The thing is that they didn't know because she hung out with these guys and they were expecting something and she became a slut, and you shouldn't be like that. Yeah, well, fuck you, Rocky.
You should just do quotes from Rocky for the rest of this show.
Okay.
That's his new podcast after Billy Joel ends Rocky quote A to Z.
I already do that on my regular podcast. God, that movie is really, really good. If you look at the Best Picture of 1976 and the Best Picture of 1977, I can pretty much do both movies.
Wait, hold on. Was 77 Close Encounters? What, Jaws?
Nope, keep guessing.
Was it great?
Was it what?
Was it a great movie?
Yes. It's your favorite movie.
My favorite? Oh, Arthur.
No, that's 81. And Jaws is 75. And neither of them won both Best Picture. This won it all in 1977. It's a miracle. And may I just say, it is didactic.
Oh, was it Annie Hall?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Max, come to California. We can play tennis outdoors every day. No, there's no crime at. There's no crime. There's no garbage. No regular crime, but ritual crime. Max, I've got a hit. Now give me a medium-sized chuckle right here. Max, I've got a hit TV show. Is there booing on there? That movie is absolutely brilliant. And I am teaching a romantic comedy course next semester. And I am going to take a chance. I'm going to show that goddamn movie.
Are you going to get in trouble?
I've shown them a couple Woody Allen movies. I've spoken about Woody Allen. I don't think they know what's going on. They're that young.
Wow.
That nobody's complained yet. And I haven't shown any movies with him in it yet.
Right.
So I guess we'll see. But it's not like showing Manhattan where it would be incredibly creepy.
Right, with Mariel Hemingway.
Right. Unfortunately, at this point. It's a shame because we know how good that movie is, but it's fucking creepy even if he didn't do what he did in this day and age. It's way creepy.
Which ones did you show that he was not in? Bullets Over Broadway or what?
No, I showed Midnight in Paris.
Oh yeah, with I know that one with Owen
Wilson.
Owen Wilson, right?
And that really hot girl from who marries James Bond in the last movie.
Is that Eva Green?
No, she's in Casino Royale. Her name is it starts with an S. She's so pretty. She ends up. She's in the last two. She's in Skyfall or no. She's in the Spectre and the last one.
I didn't see those.
They have a kid together.
Oh, really?
What's her name? She's French.
Who has a kid together?
Bond and this girl.
Oh, Bond. I thought you meant Owen Wilson.
No. So that's the best part, man. That Midnight in Paris when he sees that girl that he meets at the record store.
Right.
And he's like, and remember that you don't know who it is yet because, he has that great technique where he's always talking off camera and you don't know who it is yet. And then she's like, oh, what are you doing? She's like, I am having dinner with friends. and he's like, oh, I don't mind walking in the rain. I like walking in the rain too. And then they go off together.
Do a Owen Wilson impression?
No, I can't. That's Melissa Villasenor does that awesome. Oh, Wilson. But I did see him in October. He ran away from me, but I tried to go up to him and tell him that I was teaching the course. He seems like a very approachable, nice guy.
He did run away from you?
He was just running to leave. It wasn't me. It's funnier to say he was running from me, knowing that I was going. Like he's been talking to everybody about coming to his class. I better get out of here.
Yeah.
Also, you just called him approachable, and he said he ran away.
I know that seemed
Well, like I said, he wasn't really running away from me. I don't think. Nick, did you see the eclipse yesterday? You don't seem like an eclipse guy. So my guess, this is the way I picture Nick. Oh, you're going to show the time lapse?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is the time lapse. Is this the one from NBC? What city is this?
This is Austin.
Oh, yeah.
This is what my sky looked like.
Oh, that's what you looked like. So that's not really. Oh, it did get dark.
Cool.
Oh my God. Well, wow. Look at that. How quickly the lights go on automatically. Oh, that's amazing. I love that shit. Do you have any of the ones they have? Like if you go to that NBC one, I think they have a couple of towns. This is the way I figured, Nick. I'm talking to everybody in the chat room. Like, there's no way we can picture Nick being excited about the eclipse. We just picture you in a dark apartment all the time. So the odds of you doing a sunlit event would be very rare.
Sometimes the lights are on in here.
But I got to say, with the fun of it was that, it's one of those things where it seems stupid. But I was down at Battery Park, like down by the Statue of Liberty.
Because you were working?
Yeah. And I was outside of my office, and it was fun to be around all these people, and I felt safe, and it was like a happening, but it also feels like Independence Day, like it's a little scary as well, like this big planetary thing is happening that's out of everybody's control.
Right.
But when you put on these stupid glasses where you cannot see anything, and then the first time, and it happens every couple of years because I did it in 2017 too, when you actually can see something out of these, the moon truly in front of the sun, it is exciting to see. Yeah. Even though it's not, you really can't see anything, but I don't know, there is something to it, and it was very entertaining. A lot of people don't care, but a lot of people do. I don't know if I would have traveled to Buffalo to do it. I think that's a little insane. But the only one I remember was in the 70s when I was a little boy. I remember it getting actually dark.
Yeah.
It was dark here.
What'd you say?
Like my neighborhood was dark.
No, where's that?
This is the top. I don't know. This is several ones, and
this is the yeah. This is the one I wanted to show you. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Yeah, so right, they do a couple of cities. It's really cool. Is Cleveland. I think this is cool. I like this kind of stuff because it's fascinating.
Right.
Like it really, picture if you didn't know about science and this happened so many years ago. Dallas. See, that's why I thought Mike's in Texas. So I thought maybe he saw something.
Are you in Texas now, Mike?
Yeah.
You working?
Where's Ennis, Texas?
Yeah.
Pitch black.
I have no idea where that is.
You don't what?
I don't know where Ennis, Texas is.
I just assume you know everywhere in Texas. Wow, look out!
I think it's in the middle of nowhere. People are all there because
pitch black there.
Yeah.
Rochester, that's the worst place to be, and it's overcast too.
Yeah.
But it got dark. That is exciting. I don't know. It never got dark where we were, so everybody was a little disappointed, but it was fun. It was a fun event for all the people. It's one of those things that actually does really bring everybody together, and you don't have to worry about religion or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just fucking awesome. Everybody's together. It's the best thing that can happen to mankind.
Right.
Oh, Marcy, just grow up. I mean, she is the worst. Last week, Nick, she missed the show because she said there was a tornado at her house and she had to go to the basement. Can you imagine?
Yeah, because I grew up in Kansas and they were always telling us we had to go into the basement, and we never went into the basement. They said,
See, Marcy, you're just making a fool out of yourself. See, he just said, well, I didn't mean to make you feel bad, Nick. Wow. I guess I said something wrong.
Nick is Team Marcy.
I guess so. Well, I feel horrible. No, he just had like a problem with his thing.
Yeah, he just disappeared out of nowhere.
Marcy, Nick just said there was a warning and they didn't give a shit. You've got to grow up. I was just expecting. Marcy said there was a warning, and I said, Nick just said there was a warning, but he was still a man and he didn't go down to the basement because he doesn't do what he's told by the man.
Once every 10 years, I do something manly, and that's how that was that.
I always forget you grew up in Kansas. By the way, you can see Nick June 12th through the 15th at Comedy Key West. That's going to be a great gig, huh?
Yeah, Key West. It's very famous, as you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, I wish I could come with you. That sounds amazing.
That sounds creepy, but yeah, that's...
Well, it does sound a little creepy, but...
when was the last time you took a vacation?
Oh, I've never been on one, like, ever.
Cool.
I've never been on an island or anything like that. I just never...
Right.
You know why? Because my whole life I've been, like, waiting to... I was like, no, I'm going to take it when when I get Saturday Night Live. And then I'll take a vacation before I start work. And obviously that never happened. So I don't even take one when I work. Like, it's like... They're like, you need to take days off. So I have to take them all at the end of the year or I lose them. I just don't like taking off. I like to work my stuff around work. So, yeah, that's true, Ange. I did go to Ireland with Jeff Ross. That's true.
Aha!
but that wasn't much of a vacation since I had to find them places to eat all the time. I was kind of working, you know. So I don't know. Can you count that as vacation? A vacation is like hanging out and going to the beach and getting drunk every day, right? We just didn't go to the beach, but I guess we got drunk every day. Well, I go to Cali, Ange, but it doesn't feel like a vacation. I don't know what to tell you. It always feels like work.
What does work feel like? Just like anxiety?
I don't know. It feels like I'm talking to Hollywood people, and that could be work where you're like, oh, are you working? And you know what I'm saying? You're still trying to say the right thing that maybe somebody will be like, I have a job on a series. Yeah. I did hear from Mike Royce today, and he's coming to town. That's exciting.
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
How's he doing?
Oh, wait a second. Marcy just said, I cook. I'll come for you for a trip. Yeah, you know what, JWB, I will. Yeah, I'll cook. I'll learn to cook. He has a spare bedroom in Oahu.
It'll be a brand new Odd Couple.
But he was so nice. I saw him when he came to town. So, boy, that'd be something else. I've actually wanted to move to Hawaii for you. Oh, Mike, show the photos that happened in the city here this week. I have the Eclipse photos.
All righty.
A couple of
these are just random shots.
Yeah, well, that's Washington D.C. Obviously, a little time lapse action there of the Washington Monument.
This actually makes me feel like I'm looking at my parents' vacation photos.
It is very much like that. All my slides are like that.
I like
what's
that.
The next one?
The progression of it,
right?
Oh, cool.
That's everybody was on that building, the Edge, where I do my modeling shots. That was I assume, a terrific place to watch. I can't believe I didn't think about that. I can't believe all those people did.
Yeah. That's how many people are smarter than you.
Yep, I guess so.
There's an actual number there.
Yeah. I wonder if they had a capacity of how many people they could, have out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think this person wanted their hairline caught like that.
The guy in the shooting the camera?
Yeah.
No, it's over here to the bottom left.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Poor lady.
Reminds me of myself. What's the next one? Oh, yeah. How about that, right? That's where I was. That's exactly what it looked like yesterday for me.
The lovely lady.
Yep. And the next one? Just breeze through these. Oh, yeah, right. Look at that. All those people at Radio City. It looks like it's out of a movie. You see all those people at Radio City, looking up. It really does seem like it's that movie Independence Day and something bad's going to happen,
Right.
It really. But that's when like an event is taking place, all those people just gathered around.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, though.
Yeah, it was fun.
And this guy is supposed to turn right.
Well, that's the next picture is the one that makes me angry. All those people. The next picture, yeah. All those people blocking the street. That drives me nuts. But they did say, don't drive around at 3:00. The people are going to be nuts and stupid. So, they did tell you in advance. Not like when the president comes to town and nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
So what's the next one? I think the next one's, there's Mayor Adams. What? The moon goes past the sun? And the best is the next picture where it looks like him and his boys are like out to now it really looks like Independence Day where like the FBI is checking it out to make sure everything goes perfect. Like
this was like a sequel to Old Dogs.
Yeah, right. Or something, right? It's definitely got that Men in Black vibe. And the next one I think is Yankee Stadium. That's Juan Soto.
Yeah.
So that was, what a perfect idea to, I guess they were playing. I think they let, Scruffy, fuck you. That's brilliant. I think they let the fans in early so they could watch it from there if you had tickets to the game. Because I saw pictures with fans. And the next one, I think it's the last one, is Aaron Boone watching. Oh, there's one more. It's one more that's a classic. What?
What happened? Was it at 4:30, 3:30?
No, about 3:25. So then I just put some people had some stuff on Twitter that or whatever it's called now that was pretty funny because this is from the earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they're just like photos of the destruction out in Long Island. I mean, these are really funny because obviously there wasn't much damage. Go to the next one. That's the hilarious. I'm down in Phi Day. It looks like this.
What's that movie?
Is that Planet of the Apes?
No, that's not Planet of the Apes.
Oh, 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. With John Cusack?
And Jake Gyllenhaal was in it too, I think.
Oh, he was? I don't remember it. What's the next one?
2020, there's 2012 and The Day After Tomorrow, or two different movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe I'm thinking A Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow is where the cold is the enemy in that movie.
Oh. What's the next? That's the Post the next day. You got to love the Post. Look at their logo. Isn't that great? Aren't they smart?
Oh, that's funny.
They go with the flow.
Yeah, I read the hell
out of that paper.
Post, boy.
I think it's an old Mad Magazine cover, actually.
Right? It does look like that. I just love that they don't give a shit because I don't think anybody died, so I guess it's okay to make fun of. What's the next one? Is I think Hi Weekly. Oh yeah, we survived the earthquake. We will rebuild. I thought these were very creative. The next one. Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Whoa! Nick Griffin eating pancakes with the glasses on his head.
That's my favorite picture.
That's disturbing. Is that our old diner?
That's the Comfort Diner we went to once and we never went back.
The Comfort Diner.
Wasn't great.
Right. I know where that is. Yeah.
You could take that off, Mike. That's it. Yeah. I know. I miss our going out. I usually now go out on either Thursday mornings or Fridays. I don't know when you're available. Or probably none of those days because you travel a lot.
Yeah, lately I've been traveling, but in the future I'm going to be around.
Sometimes I can go out on Wednesdays.
Yeah. How is that job of yours?
It's all right. Keeps a roof over my head.
It's incredible.
Wall Street.
How come you didn't go to the Comedy Cellar Christmas party last week?
Well, I fell asleep and I woke up at 10 and then it was raining out and I was like, I'm not going to jump on the subway at 10. So
I totally understand that it was hard because it was raining.
Did you go?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Mike went too. We went together. We did the show for 2.5 hours and waited for, the party to start. So we went right at the beginning.
Did you get plowed?
I got drunk there, and then I went to another bar after, and I was definitely loaded. I don't know the name of the place, but I was definitely loaded when I left, and I had to walk a little bit before I got in a cab or Uber because I needed to relax a little bit. I guess I did have a lot to drink. I was drinking that. They had a signature drink, which was ginger ale and rum, which I was drinking all week long. From Tuesday to Sunday. Wait, somebody said the Hawaii Kai.
Yeah, he wanted me to show you this.
The Hawaii Kai, JWB, is that. Wait, first, are you saying that's where you live? Is that what he's saying?
I believe so.
But the Hawaii Kai used to be a legendary Polynesian restaurant in like Times Square that my parents took me to when we were young. And it's closed now for years, I guess. I don't even think I wonder if it made it through the 80s. Oh, see, Juliet is saying, yes, Hawaii Kai next to the Winter Garden Theater. That's right. How did you remember that? Yes, the Hawaii Kai next to the Winter Garden Theater. It was in the 50s. And they had the poo-poo platter.
Oh, the poo-poo platter.
Yeah. Oh, it's Juliet LaFaro. Happy birthday. I was going to text you. Happy birthday. It's Juliet LaFaro. Oh, my God. my oldest and truest friend. I met her in the early 80s. In fact, Juliet and I one day had a wonderful meal and a lovely summer day. There it is. It was really right next door to the Winter Garden. She wasn't kidding around. Follies. That's so. I guess it did make it to the 80s. Wow. Mike and Juliet, brilliant. I love it. They're coming together. But Juliet and I hung out one day. Remember Juliet? We hung out with Sarah Jessica Parker and Robert Downey Jr. And we went swimming. And then we had a lovely meal at a Chinese restaurant. That was like one of our first times together. In fact, I think that's the day we met. That's so long ago. No. I wasn't calling her old. I said my oldest friend. I didn't mean it that way. Oh, my goodness. You're right. It sounded bad. But how about my dearest friend?
It's the Applebee's now.
Oh, it's an Applebee's?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know where that is. Yeah.
God damn, the Hawaii. Oh, no, that's across the street. Oh, they say it. Okay, it's not. Oh, that is a bummer. That I missed that Hawaii Kai. That was awesome. Oh, she said 1984. That's what right. Right, because remember, Sarah Jessica Parker was just in Footloose. And the song Footloose came on, and we were like, oh, here we go. Oh, that's good stuff. Because all of those guys, Robert and Juliet, they're all Woodstock people. And through Juliet and her brother, I met all these people from Woodstock. I remember the guy, Juliet, from Gutter Boy. What was that? The Whole Sizer Kids. I remember it all so well. Everybody was so nice. From Woodstock. It was really terrific. Those were quality times. And it's weird now that I think about it that weed is legal because that's all we would do is get high. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Okay. Why don't we go to the slides? Do you want to play the what'd you say, Nick?
Let's make our football picks.
We're not I don't know what I'm gonna do. Mike, can I drive me off this picture? Mike, you got it already. Excellent. Yes, I'm sharing my screen already. This is what we're starting with today. This is on April 1st, the Easter Bunny asking any questions at the White House. Pretty funny gag.
I don't get it.
You don't get... Well, Easter was the day before, and they had the Easter egg hunt on the White House lawn on April 1st. Because I guess, I don't know why they didn't do it on Easter Sunday. Right, Mike?
It's like a tiny exterminator.
Exactly. It's so weird. I thought it looked more like the rib
Simpsons
sandwich
there.
from the
That's
Simpsons.
Simpsons, boy.
It's so good you'll croak.
Think smaller with more legs.
And who's inside there? What's his name?
It's the kid. I don't know. It's that kid that's got the squeaky voice.
Hillbilly. Oh, I thought it was the hillbilly guy.
No. I think it's the kid who works for Krusty Burger. How can I help you?
Squeaky voice Gene.
Yeah,
that guy's my hero.
Yeah, it's funny, and that's what a great episode that was. The Rib Witch that it. They don't make it all the time. I mean, just to make fun of the McRib sandwich is so brilliant. Right. But it definitely looked a little like this, no? You can see where I made it. And there's the Pope giving his Easter Sunday thing, saying, Israel. I'm like, Israel? Why don't you shut up?
And look at the Cardinal checking out his ass. That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. This guy, he's up to no good. We know what goes on there.
Because he sat on a puddle.
at first I didn't realize these are Spider-Man people dressed like Spider-Man. They're giving out like it's like a maternity or not maternity, like a child ward or something at a hospital. They're
Oh,
giving out Easter eggs.
oh, cute.
But I thought it was window washers at first, and
Yeah, me too.
like a child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yeah.
Oh.
One day I got to show you guys, and maybe we watched it here before, Mike. I can't remember. Did I show you that episode of Family Affair?
You're going to show
No.
the family affair on this show?
Well, I'd shown it once somewhere else where the guy that does the voice of Winnie the Pooh, I can't
Sterling
remember.
Holloway.
What's his name?
Sterling Holloway.
Yes. He plays a window washer in Manhattan, and Buffy just lets him in, and he helps her with her homework. And
Oh
it's
my
really
God, that is
creepy.
dark, man.
Yeah. And the worst part is she gets an F because he's a moron.
Yeah,
Until
I
Uncle Bill
think about
finds out
similar time.
a winter washer was helping her with her homework. It's really fucked
Right.
up.
Sounds like, oh, it looks like Michael Myers.
It does, but it is the burning of a Judas in Venezuela. They're still angry at that guy, which is, not helpful for the Jews that they're
No, it's
still
not.
angry at Judas. I don't understand why it's necessary to burn him. Maybe that's why everybody's leaving Venezuela. They're very angry over there. And this is something called the hay suit, which is the marching of Judas in Czechoslovakia. I don't know what Judas has to do with Easter. He's coming back. Then you don't have to blame Judas anymore. He was all right guy. I think after 2,000 years, we can forgive Judas. In a couple of years, we're going to forgive Hitler. He was all right. Nobody talks about the great things he did, like the transportation system and his artwork. And I feel like sooner or later, he'll get his due. His birthday's coming up. What are we going to do?
Clip it. Wait, what do they do with that last guy, by the way?
The what?
What do they in the previous picture? What happens with that
I have
thing?
no idea. I don't understand it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It's like
I can't imagine what it's supposed to represent.
a
That's
festive
worst
Silent Hill
picture
villain.
ever.
Yeah.
They either burn it or they try to throw like.
Well, that's what I was
rings.
thinking. How are they going to burn it? There's a kid inside.
Oh, no,
Oh.
there's not.
There is.
I didn't know it was a kid inside. I thought it was like a stationary
No,
statue.
he's
Yeah, I'm with you,
marching.
Mikey. I just thought it was a little thing, statue.
No, I think it's a marching. He has to marching. It's a hay suit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, suit.
This is apparently in Atlanta, the end of the legislative session, and I got a problem with this for so many reasons. Like, first of all, I can't imagine they've done that much work when they're ending at the end of March
Right.
that they need to celebrate like this, that they get to go home for like 6 or 7 months
Yeah.
and then come back again. I think that's why nothing gets done in Atlanta. How many people saw the end of Curb Your Enthusiasm yesterday or Sunday?
I did not see it. Don't tell me.
I won't. But what about you, Mike?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, it's the series finale, so it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was watching WrestleMania.
Nice.
Oh, who won?
I don't want to ruin it.
I'm not going to see it.
I'm just kidding. It was Cody. Cody won.
Was he supposed to?
Hey, did Cody date Amy Schumer?
No, that was Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, Dolph
Really?
Ziggler.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
he was
Kate-
at the table one time.
What?
Dolph Ziggler was at the table, like, this is probably 15 years ago.
Well, that makes sense then, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah, who's going to
What?
tell him
What?
he can't sit there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also tries to do stand up sometimes.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. That's probably why she
Yeah.
broke up. Yeah, who's going to tell a wrestler they can't sit at the comics table?
Try to explain those politics to some wrestler.
What do you mean? That's Caitlin Clark when she won, they beat LSU to advance to the Final Four. Those are tears
Yeah.
of happiness.
Woo.
And then, of course, yesterday, tears of sadness when she lost the national championship. But boy, did she change. I didn't even know, I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether I've lost interest and I'm not gambling. I made a bracket, but I really didn't care, and I wasn't checking. I didn't know what was going on, and that's so different for me. You know, we used to make a bracket on the show, and I just didn't care. And I can't believe I was more interested in women's basketball this year. I never thought that would be the case, but she was so interesting and cool.
Did you
and
bet on it?
No, not at all. Not at all. I just wanted her to win it all. And, you know, I wonder what happens to her legacy now because she couldn't get to the top. You know, now she's going right to the WNBA, I think in Indiana or something.
Yeah. Indianapolis.
But, you know, who lives near there is, you know, Marcy. I mean, that's not going to be the place you want to play, you know.
Yeah.
I'm giving Marcy a lot of shit today. It's a lot of fun.
Taking some shots at her, yeah.
And these are the guys. Now, this was before when they got to the national championship. They had a 30-0 run over Illinois.
Yeah.
They were a powerhouse this year. They beat the shit out of Purdue last night, and they won it all. This was the men's last night. UConn is they just keep winning. They're the Yankees of college basketball all of a sudden, and it's very impressive the way they did it. It's really hard to win that competition. Meanwhile, the women, if you don't know, with Caitlin Clark, South Carolina won it all, but they had never lost a game all season. So it wasn't like, and Caitlin Clark clearly was just doing everything on her own. You know, it's like kind of the way Patrick Ewing used to do it with the Knicks, but that was of his choice. If he really wanted to win it all, he would have gotten a Scottie Pippen and said, maybe I can share the wealth and then we can actually win one, you selfish prick. I stand by my convictions. Marcy says, every guy I know who usually watches March Madness watch the girls instead of guys. Oh, so you know a bunch of gay guys. Okay. This is Otani, you know, that guy that's up on gambling charges. How do you pronounce his first name?
I think it's Shohei. What do you think, Mikey?
Shohei,
yeah.
Shohei Otani. First one. This was his first home run with the Dodgers since he got a $700 million contract. And, you know, I think they threw pumpkin seeds at him, which seems pretty dangerous.
Yeah, that's
a bad tradition. It would be better if they just threw like rice cakes at him, something really racist.
Bees, so they've actually pulled it back a little.
What you said? They used to have bees. Oh,
remember when Homer talked about, what was it? Homer talked about the shark that had the bees in his mouth or something. I can't.
Oh, they're going to stick the dogs on us, and then the bees, and then the dog that shoot bees out of their mouth.
But this guy, you know, he's up on those gambling charges or something, and then he blamed it on his interpreter. It's so weird. I don't know what's happening with that now, but, you know, you might as well put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, you two-faced bastards, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Just because he's involved somehow, he should be out of the game. They're never going to do that. Just put the poor fucking guy in. Jesus Christ. That's why I hate baseball. And yet, and I know you guys get angry to talk about it, I'm kind of excited it's back. I do like having it in the background. The Mets aren't doing awful anymore. Maybe there's a chance we can just get something going. This was Cuba's wrestling team stretching out training. They just don't look like they're doing anything. It looks like they've just given up.
I thought there was a gas leak.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Now we know when we go to the Olympics, which are in a few months, don't bet on Cuba wrestling team. It looks like they've given up. So if you're going to put your money somewhere, bet on anyone else.
Oh, real quick, Dave, you said you were happy the baseball's back, right?
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we follow through on our plan from last week to get this going.
Can you get Larry David? Oh, that's what it. Marcy was asking me what that was, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking. I don't remember what we did. Nick, was we put those conjoined twins that just got married. That guy. Instead of strikes, you know how they put the K's.
Oh, that's funny.
It doesn't say KKK. It's just better to put the pictures of the conjoined twins.
Got it.
And it was Scruffy did that, right? He photoshopped it instantly. Yeah, that was amazing. That's what it is, Marcy. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about that completely. She was like, what was the KKK? I don't get it. I forgot the conjoined twins. That is freaking me out, man. That's up there with that stupid armadillo picture you show all the time or whatever that is.
That's not an armadillo. It's a raccoon with no hair.
I'm not look. I thank God I don't have my screen up. I don't see it, so I hate that picture. This are girls who are auditioning for the Rockettes. You knew about that?
Yeah, because they had pictures in the Post of them.
Yeah, so these girls, and remember, they're not as hot as we'd like them to be. They have incredible bodies, but it's always, they are whatever. But there they are, all going to town, hoping, God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. They're just trying to be in the chorus, but it is, she's okay.
Oh, would you stop?
She's doing a plie. I don't know how that's going to work for you. This is kind of hot, I think. I can't tell whether I should be attracted to this. But it's also disturbing because they're just stretched way too long. I don't know. It just looks so painful if you're a dude. It also looks like they have video games in the back, which we know that isn't the case. But this would annoy the hell out of me, if I was going to go to Radio City that day. Too many people just hang out and stretch on the floor. Can you imagine going in there and being like, yes, I'm supposed to have an interview here today. Radio City's awesome. It still looks amazing. It's fun to go there. Meanwhile, for real, somebody followed one of the girls that didn't make it to the subway. True? Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, because it says Rockefeller Center right there.
This is a genuine picture of somebody who did not make the cut and was very upset. Now, Mike, do you have that clip that I sent you today?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
That girl could be crying for various reasons. She is in the subway, for God's sakes.
I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Yeah, she is. Oh, yeah. This is from the movie Fame, where this girl just found out she got cut from dance.
She jumped in front of the subway?
Yep. It's just 5 blocks down from where that girl is now. There's Coco. And that's the girl that just got cut that's walking slow. She's very distraught.
Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling.
Is that the girl from
Flashdance? No.
Is that the girl from Caddyshack?
I don't think there were any black people at Caddyshack.
No, the girl that's about to jump.
Oh, she's not in Caddyshack. You're thinking of Sarah Holcomb?
No, the one Danny Noonan had sex with.
Yeah, Sarah Holcomb.
Oh.
I'll get you replace the butter. You fill the water cups. Here we go. The double R. Old school.
Oh, they saved her.
Fuck it. If I can't dance, I'll change to the drama department. I tell you, you're a fucking good actress.
Yeah, huh? How's that for a little red herring there? It's that's Alan Parker and his great direction. The guy was a genius. That's what I was thinking of that girl. She might try and do it, but maybe she'll just throw her dancing stuff on the floor and say, fuck it. I'll just become an actress. All right. I'm going back to sharing my screen. If that's all right with you. Wait, I got to go back to do this. And then, oops, I'm all fucked up. I should never have not unshared the screen, but I'm ready. Mike, I am now sharing my screen.
All right.
Hi, Aunt Judy. All right, so let's move on from here. What's next? Oh, yeah. This is in Germany when they're harvesting white asparagus.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
I was hoping you'd have a picture of this.
I figured you would. Look at this one. These are drones that are spraying a wheat field in China This is going to revolutionize everything.
Yeah, that looks like Apocalypse Now right there.
Yeah, but that's going to save farmers a lot of time. They can afford drones. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's the future. And this happened on April 4th. The Statue of Liberty got hit by lightning. That is a real picture, not Ghostbusters. I mean, look at that. Isn't that incredible?
Mm-hmm.
This was just a few days ago, 5 days ago. And the funny thing is, the next day, it was like the whole thing never happened.
Right.
Isn't that amazing? Great stuff. Oh, here's my favorite picture of the night. Them
Can we go
putting
back
up
to the white asparagus?
Sure, if you'd like it. Wait a minute. This is my favorite picture. They've decided to put Oppenheimer in Japan.
Oh yeah.
So this is the guy putting up the poster in the cinema. They were like, well, we weren't sure if we should distribute it there. And I'm like, really? That's what you get when you fuck with America. You tell your grandparents that.
That's
Right,
actually
Aunt
what the
Judy?
poster says.
That's exactly what it says. Konnichiwa. Right, Aunt Judy? Aunt Judy's father fought to make sure our country was safe from the Japanese. Now, it's funny that sounds horribly racist, but the fact of the matter is we were at war with them. And isn't it funny that 50 or so years later, we're all like, oh, sorry I said that. I'm sorry. Sorry we did everything. It's awful. War stinks.
This is coming from Dave Juskow, everybody. War
right.
stinks.
And here's so putting that up is like doing the Springtime for Hitler in Germany. I can't stop singing it because it's almost Hitler's birthday. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. We love showing models putting on their makeup together in Indonesia because it's so nuts. I still don't understand how these people get paid big bucks to make fashion when nobody could possibly wear that to a restaurant. So Aunt Judy saying her father was an FBI agent at the time. Well, he was also in the Army, no? Then he came back and became an FBI agent. Isn't that the case? This is a World Rally Championship in Kenya. And I don't know whether there's cars normally in Kenya. I don't know how Kenya works since they're so good at running. And I'm racist. But they probably shouldn't be doing this in Kenya. Right. I don't think it's for them.
I mean, that's where you do rally. It's all stuff like this.
It's all funny cars and the Malachi Crunch.
Yeah, it's all Malachi Crunches, basically. They do that here. They do it there. They do it like in the shitty back roads of England and places like that.
Wow.
It's all just time trials.
I mean, it does look fun there. Not so much here. Not so much. Not a real classic. These are newly hatched sea turtles. And then I have a picture of freshly caught Cornish pixies. Nothing? No Harry Potter fans out there? Hello!
It was always thought the CG in the first two movies was really disturbing.
The what?
The CG in the first couple of those is really disturbing.
You saying they weren't good?
The CG.
You're talking about like CGI effects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell the difference. What makes you say that?
Just the design of stuff, especially when they got to like Professor Lupin.
Like when you turned into
it was a middle-aged werewolf for some reason. It was so weird looking.
I never thought about it. I like all these movies, but I'm a sucker, like I'm never looking that closely, and I always thought it was pretty amazing. But then, I thought the special effects in The Wizard of Oz are incredible. There's a leaf spirit at a sculpture show in Dorchester, and the dork thinks he's going to drown. I like that because it reminds me of this Doctor Who episode where.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know that, Mike?
Uh-huh.
What's her name? Lady Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
She's had 780 plastic surgeries, and all that's left is her face, and they have to keep moisturizing it to make her survive.
Fun.
I wasn't sure if anybody would know that one because that's some old school Doctor Who. Well, 90s Doctor Who, I believe. And this is the most annoying thing. Pet-friendly trains in Taiwan. I will tell you this. I was waiting for a subway on Friday, and somebody brought their dog on. And it was a crowded subway. And I just feel bad for the dog.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks, if it's really pet-friendly, how can it be pet-friendly? What's pet-friendly about this picture?
Look at all that space, though, for God's sakes.
Yeah, but is it space because no one's on it, or it's really for pets? And why would a pet want to be on the subway anyway?
I don't know. I don't think they discuss it with them.
Why are you bringing a dog ever on a subway? Why are you carrying a dog on the subway? Where are you taking that dog? They like being at home.
Park.
It's
Doctor's appointments.
This dog is the cutest dog I've ever seen, so I can't
legal
change
affairs.
the picture. Look at how cute this dog is. What kind of dog is this, everybody?
I think it's a Shiba
It's
Inu.
a rascal behemoth.
Mike, if you said Shiba Inu, that's so funny if it is, because it's so funny. That's my favorite kind of dog. And I don't know what it is. And every time I'm like, that's my favorite kind of dog. Shiba Inu. That's what I was going to get when my cat died. I was thinking about getting one of these. Look at this dog. Isn't this the cutest? I think I would like a dog. Oh, so it is Ange. Okay. Good call, Mike and Ange. Now that's an earthquake. Do you understand the difference, folks? That's an earth. That's where you put it on the news for 24 hours. That's some serious earthquake shit.
Or
They must have been laughing at us. Well, not so much, but
other than it could also just be modern.
It's not. It's in Taiwan, and they had a huge earthquake. That's an actual earthquake damage.
No, I know, but there's an issue with I forget what it's called, like tofu dredge or something like that, where they just were making buildings in a really shitty way, so they were falling down really easily.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That actually makes me feel better if they're making them really shitty, because hopefully they're sturdy enough here to withstand, as long as a plane doesn't come full of that gas, it looks like everything will be cool. Yeah. Believe me, I get nervous when I hear wind outside my window. I'm so nervous everything's going to fall apart.
Yeah, it turns out when you have no regulations and an unmotivated workforce,
people hate that, huh?
Yeah, they just don't give a shit anymore.
This is like some visitors touring a beautiful tulip field, but they look like they're up to something. I'm sorry, I'm sure they're lovely people, and this is of course what women have to wear there, and it's just like, I'm sorry, you look suspicious. What do you want me to tell you? They're going to do something to those lovely tulips. I can't believe women have to dress like that. It's just so, we got to take them all out of there. We got to do something. I don't understand why we're not doing something more about just getting all the women somewhere else. Girls, do something. We're about the women's rights. We got to do something about those other countries that hate women. Now, this is at the Mexican border near El Paso, where Mike lives.
It's not near me, but close.
I know. That's why I was waiting for you to say something, because I always think you live near everywhere. But the funny thing is that they're shining a flashlight on them like they don't see them. I mean, they got a fire going. What do they need that flashlight for? We know you're out there. Yeah, I know. We're lighting a fire.
What did they just start singing The Longest Time right there with the light came on?
Whoa, the longest for the longest time. Yeah. Well, I don't know what they're waiting to get to America. This is the Mexican side, so why don't they take them back? Why are they letting them sit out there?
That's not their problem.
Mexico doesn't care if they all leave?
Well, they also don't have the jurisdiction to come and get them.
Yeah, but they're not on the American side yet.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know how it is either.
I don't either.
This is, everybody's favorite thing, the World Coal Carrying Championships in England. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. The World Coal Carrying Championships. You've got to be kidding.
I think you got to be there.
Ange says, Nick makes me the happiest.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a question from earlier.
Thanks, Ian.
Let's see what it says. Does Dave love Nick or Molly Heckerling better? That's a tough one. I'm attracted to both of them. And
does Molly come on the show?
She does. We like having her as much as we like having you. She's really
Oh.
cool. And
That's fun. How's
Yeah,
her
she's-
mom?
really nice. She's coming to town in a few weeks. We're going to hang out.
Well, I
'Cause we
thought she
don't-
was a New Yorker.
No, she's in Vermont.
Oh, why?
During COVID, they moved up there and they haven't come back. But she comes back to see her mom. And then I get to hang out with both of them, which is really exciting. For me, that's incredibly exciting. Or I like hanging out with one or both of them. Either way, Molly's incredible. Have you ever gotten to meet her?
And I've met her mom. She did a showcase at the Hollywood Improv. Probably, geez.
You mean to be in a movie?
No, I think she was just looking at people, not for anything specific.
Oh, that's exciting. What? When was that?
Probably 25 years ago.
Wow, that's cool. And you got to meet her?
Yeah, I met her and her partner.
Oh, she's a lesbian?
No, she's not a lesbian. I mean her business partner.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. Dave loves Nick more, but Molly is a close second, but also clearly too old for Dave. That is not true, Liz. Catalina's here. I didn't make it because I literally had no idea what time it was. Also, we did the daylight savings thing, so I'm very lost, and that's funny. That's funny. I love when it's daylight savings time in Chile and Catalina's late or early. And there finally, I think, is Lady Gaga, and I say, yeah, let's take her to your planet. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. And that's it for today.
That was lovely.
Eclipse action and stuff. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Amy is really cool. I mean, I had her come in and talk to the kids, and it's something very cool that not only did she make this incredible movie in Clueless, but then you add in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And I mean, that is just incredible. But, then you think about Look Who's Talking, and maybe that's not anybody's favorite movie, but did it make a lot of money in 3 sequels? It sure did. She made TV shows for both of them. I mean, she's always working. I've been watching Vamps recently with Todd Barry, which is not great, but it's entertaining. It has Alicia Silverstone again and Christian Ritter, and I don't hate it. So I just wish I don't. Oh, great.
The commercials have come to pass. Try the new Ribwich. It's so good you'll croak. You seem like an impartial observer, but I've been fooled by so many people in costumes. Try the sauce. I'm soaked in it. Oh, I could lick you all day long. And yet my children think I'm a failure.
God damn, those guys are genius.
I gotta go, man.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, Nick, don't forget where else you're Wednesday, you'll be at Rodney's right near my house here. Have you been there yet?
When is that?
Wednesday. Not tomorrow, next week.
Oh my god, I gotta cancel that.
No, you can't. No.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, why are you performing somewhere else? Can you plug?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Minnesota. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, we have people that live in Minnesota. Where are you going to be? You're the worst promoter ever.
Thank you. No, I'm playing in Wisconsin, but I'm going to visit family I'll be in Wisconsin Falls and I think in Weston, Wisconsin.
When?
Next Friday and Saturday.
Next Friday and Saturday.
Not this Friday and Saturday, the following. I think it's the 19th and 20th.
Right, Hitler's birthday. Yes, that's Saturday. The 19th is Friday, and Saturday is 420. You want to get high with a guy that knows how to party. You want to go see that show, man. No, but seriously, Wisconsin. And, of course, you can always see him at the Comedy Cellar, I believe, every Monday now, working with Colin Quinn. And otherwise, Key West in June. Very exciting. Thanks for coming, as always, Nick. I really appreciate it.
See you, Mikey.
I'll see you later.
Later,
Bye.
Nick.
Nick Griffin, everybody. What a pleasure he is. He, I got to say, I don't know. I like Nick. I like Molly. I like them both equally. I really do. I have very strong feelings for both of them. Mike, where are you going to be this weekend or this week in Texas?
This weekend, I'll be at the Laugh Out Loud in San Antonio with Robert Kelly.
Excellent. Excellent. I will be nowhere. I'm obviously taking a little comedy break. And don't forget on Billy Joel this week, we have the Greatest Hits 1 and 2 album wrap up, which I apologize. I made it into 2 parts. I didn't have time to finish it. And then Stupid Pet Tricks every Monday at 9. So that's right. My mother's having a birthday party on 420. So yikes. But at least I'll see Aunt Judy live, which will be exciting. So from all of us here at the Comedy Cellar, we're going to see you next week virtually. And then I think we're going to see you the week after that virtually. No. Oh, right. Before we go, I will probably be taking the Tuesday, the 23rd off for Passover. So I believe Mike has told me that we can record one and still let you guys in the chat room. So watch social media when we're recorded. It might be on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday. And then you can still join us, even though it'll be aired at a later date. Right, Mike?
Correct. We'll put it in our social media, and I think we can send a notification out on the if you're subscribed to the Cellar channel.
Right. So there it is. But next week we will be here virtually, and back in May we'll be in 3 weeks in a row with guests, and that'll be exciting. Although we had a guest today, and he was wonderful. So there's plenty more to do in all the weeks to come. Happy April, everybody. I hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you next week on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Good night, everybody in the chat room, and good night, all of you, Mr. and Mrs. Front Porch.